All right.
I'm running a bit behind, but I think we'll be able to get started on time.
Okay. No problem. Do you see us, Nick with a C?
I think they see us.
Yep, lots of red.
I'm very red today. Very, very red.
Manly. Hey, hey.
My mic keeps coming undone. Stop doing it. Sorry for the mic noises. Okay, I think that fixed it. Know your place, Mike.
Bum, bum, bum.
Hello, hello. Beatmaster, Merce, Magoo, Jabba, Manly, TARDIS.
Oh, that's right. New York Angel. That's you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Incognito. Terminator, hey. Tandana. Paul. The British are also about the guy in a long boat. No. Is it a travel log, Becky?
Go. If rent ever got too expensive in New York, would you live on a boat again?
Well, I actually never lived on the boat. It was just my
Oh.
office. Also, I you couldn't do it at 79th Street. With the amount of ferries that run by now, you would be seasick 6 hours a day. 7 to 10 in the morning and 4:30 to 7:30 at night. It is wicked.
Interesting. Because I was looking around here, there's a few boats that. There's a houseboat, but then there was some that, God, they look just so nice inside that
Oh yeah.
you could easily live in one.
Oh,
Um,
absolutely, absolutely. Well, my houseboat, they sold them mainly to people living in them. The
yeah,
50-foot houseboat.
I did not realize it was a 50 foot.
Yeah,
Um,
50 feet by 50 feet with a 15-foot beam.
yeah, big.
A big guy with a galley, and well, the bedroom was my office.
Do you feel like the technology changes enough that like you would want to get a boat made in the 2000s versus like the 90s?
I don't think it's interesting. I don't think boating technology has change that much. Maybe in racing boats because they're forever coming up with new kind of
Right.
bottoms, but luxury yachts, I don't know if any really breakthrough in luxury yachts.
Maybe GPSs, but those are made to switch out anyway. Like you could
Yeah, exactly. You can do that.
DIY a different GPS. There was one of the reasons. Oh, am I real quiet? Uh-oh. I think it's my microphone. It's been acting up. Let me move it closer.
So I think the loud red is drowning out your microphone.
Could also be that I need to switch out the battery. Last time that is what was the issue. Test. Okay. I'll test this for a bit, and if that doesn't work, I'll go... Well, actually, I'll just switch the battery out now. Let's see what happens. I'm going to unplug it.
What Chad doesn't know is we've replaced his 9-volt battery with Folgers instant coffee. Your shirt is yelling.
Test. Oh, I can tell I'm louder. Okay, here's the battery. And now that scratchiness on this mic is going to bother me even more. I think this shirt is not made for microphones. There we go. Yeah, I'm much louder. There's the reason I'm curious about it all of a sudden is there's a channel, YouTube channel, where basically they just video their life on this. I think it's more of a catamaran style, like
okay. Yeah.
Two
monohulls.
Yeah, exactly. I think, but it does look more yacht-like in the middle. I'm kind of confused by it, but
well, if it's big enough, they could have the living room and stuff in the middle.
Yeah.
And then the sleeping quarters down in the 2 hulls.
Let me see if I can. I don't even know. I have so many YouTube accounts that, depending on which YouTube account I'm signed in as, it will suggest on the main, like on YouTube.com, like different videos.
Oh, okay.
I never know which account I was signed in on that it will suggest those videos.
Dan Wally, hey.
Time got we're a little bit over. Okay, let me make sure these videos play.
Okay. CE Week. That one, right?
We're at height.
Then we're going to start with her, and then we're going to go to their video.
Perfect.
And then the last one, we're going to use their video. And
wait, I got
that was the warehouse video.
Perfect.
Oh, okay. You have a video.
Okay, awesome.
That's warehouse video.
Awesome, sweet, cool. So number 2, we'll go to their Kickstarter page for that.
Yeah. We start with me talking to her.
Perfect.
And then we'll go. I'll just cue you in that.
Perfect. Okay, I think we're all ready to go.
Okay. 3 final gadgets from CE Week in New York City. Another one of your hysterically funny, cheapy gadgets. Hilarious gadgets.
Crap. Perfect. Okay. In 3, 2, 1. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, we got 3 more gadgets from CE Week. We have another crappy corner, hilarious piece of crap, and this one's definitely piece of crap. And your gadgets all next on the Giz Wiz.
It's the same dumb show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, a nerd pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now, and here he is, not your sous chef gadgeteer, but your head chef, lead chef gadgeteer. Hey, Dickie D, how you doing?
I'm doing good, sir. And you?
Doing good myself. Doing very good.
Excellent. Yeah. Excellent. Did you have a good week?
Yeah, so far it's nothing Nothing crazy this week. It's just been work, 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 work. My grandma's getting married this weekend. So
Your grandma's getting
yes,
married?
Yes. So I'm getting all
For the
ready
first
for
time,
that.
I guess not.
No.
Okay.
No. But they have a really funny story. I'm going to paraphrase it because I'm probably going to get details wrong, and my grandma does watch the show. But this was her high school and college sweetheart, and they're once again paraphrasing. I'm going to get some of this
Right.
wrong, but her parents didn't approve at the time, and so they drifted away. Now, years later, they are getting back together, and which is incredible. It's like this fairy tale.
Well, maybe it's because he just graduated finally.
Yes, finally got that degree, and now, after many years.
Oh, that's great.
So yeah.
That's
So anyway,
great.
so I'm really looking forward to that this weekend. I'll be the photographer, so I'm
Oh,
renting a
whoa.
fancy camera, which I'm really excited about. Getting a full frame Canon. Oh my gosh, what is it? I totally forget which camera it is. The 5D
it's the-
Mark III.
Oh, okay. The
5D
one that
Mark
takes
IV.
pictures.
Yes, one that takes photos. So anyway, so I'm super excited about that. That'll happen this weekend. And
So you're
just
going
been
up to
cramming.
Austin?
Yep. And so I'll be there.
Excellent.
Yeah, no, not an 8K red. No, I'm not videoing it. I'm just photographing it, which I think, unless you have a video crew and like a big production for a wedding, I feel like photos are the way to go.
Yeah,
Unless
I
if you're
do
gonna have
too.
like multiple people videoing, photos are by far the way to go. So yeah. Anyway, really looking forward to that.
Excellent.
Yeah. Anything from your
No,
end of the
just tomorrow, little shelter. The shelter I provide tons of gadgets for is coming by. So Dennis and I have been going through boxes and me emailing manufacturers. It is okay to give this whatever it was that I showed somewhere. Is it okay to give it to a shelter? And that's about it. Oh, the other thing is, I forgot to mention it. There was an anchor event in New York City, and I went home with this. I thought it was the press kit because, there are a lot of people shape things like,
Yeah, like a
like
USB
Everready used to
stick.
give away press kits. Right.
Yeah.
And then it turns out that I didn't even realize, because at the press event they didn't mention it, but Anchor is branding their own batteries now for some bizarre
So it's just a
reason.
battery.
It's just a battery. It's
They
just a
gave you
battery
That's
with
very
a 10-year life.
That's funny.
Yeah, it is strange.
They didn't give you a charger. It's just a battery.
Oh no, they gave me
Okay.
a charger too, but I thought it was funny that they were giving away batteries.
Yeah. And one of my favorite booths at CES always gives away batteries. In fact, it's the battery that was just in my microphone earlier. It's the Recyco Plus. Obviously, this has really worked on me. I mean, I've just been buying their products and talking about them forever because they give away free batteries every CES. But anyway, whatever this company is.
Oh, okay.
Recyco.
Oh, so your mic takes a double A?
Yeah. The little Phantom power injector is just a little AA battery.
Oh, okay. Over at ABC, they use 9 volts.
Oh,
And
yeah.
if you ever
normal.
need a 9-volt battery, you just say to them, "Got any 9-volt batteries?" And they'll give you
Tons.
2 boxes of them, because over there every 3 hours they replace everybody's 9-volt battery, especially
Yes.
the news people.
Yes.
and
They don't
so
let
they-
it get to 50%. They
No,
switch it out immediately just in case.
no,
And-
you're absolutely right.
And yeah.
And someone in the chat room mentioned it. If you happen to be watching live and you're interested in Anchor batteries, if you go to anchor.com, click on batteries, they are offering a discount. It was just a 5 or 6 day thing, and the discount ends tonight, and the code is at Anchor. Let's see, just click other
There it is.
products.
Yeah. Well, we got the
There you go. There you
Little
go.
thing.
But you go there, and then you enter the code that's on the Anchor website.
Interesting. Are these
Uh,
rechargeable?
no,
No. I was just thinking,
no. And
these are
it's a
just
matter.
as cheap as normal batteries.
Yes, you know, I have a 10-year life, and it says things that it just takes the amount of juice that whatever you're putting it in needs, but pretty much don't all batteries do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, and it got one terrible review, and I was thinking, why? And then someone said, why are these not rechargeable? Anchor of all people should be making rechargeable batteries.
That's what I thought it was.
I know.
When you first
That's-
said it. And then I was like, this price? Look at this price. And then I thought, oh, maybe they're not rechargeable at that price.
No, they're not. They're not.
Interesting. Huh. So
Anyway.
the won't charge your device until it's needed. That reminds me of me and my mom have this ongoing joke. Whenever we see something marketed in a different way, that it's the same product, it's a marketing breakthrough. It's not a design breakthrough. It's not a product breakthrough. It's a marketing breakthrough. It's true. We've marketed it differently. So there you go.
Yes. I always loved to add people when they would cut down the size of something and the price would be the same, and people would complain and they would say, this is more consumer friendly. The box is easier to handle. They can
It's
think
green.
of an
It's a green. This is our green product. You get 30% less. Costs us 30% less fuel to move it around. So there you go. Now it's green.
Excuse me. Exactly. I remember one of my favorite things was one of the editors loved the piece I wrote. I forgot what it was about advertising, and it was how to take something that was so ordinary and make it sound spectacular, like a 25-cent ball pen, and to say this ball pen can write in any foreign language.
Yes.
It can write checks up to billions of dollars.
It's pretty good. It's pretty
Wow.
good. This washing
right.
machine can wash $1 million garments. That's true.
There you go.
It's true.
You should be an ad person.
There you go.
There you go. Have all the qualifications we need.
Done.
All right, so we're running to CE Week, and actually I have two car gadgets from Car and Driver, and you can give us your opinion of them because they don't apply to a boat.
Oh.
So let's take a look at what's new from Car and Driver. CE Week 2019. I thought I was looking at a dash cam, but Ray said, Dick, it's not a dash cam. It's a
drowsy and distracted driving monitor. It monitors. It's a device that recognizes when people are starting to doze off at the wheel, or if they're not paying attention to the road. It'll give you an alarm. It'll give you a voice alert. It'll tell you to pay attention. It'll wake you up. And
how does it wake you up, Ray?
what it does is there's a technology over here that monitors your pupil and and your eyelid activity, and it can determine based on an algorithm when exactly it is that a person is starting to doze off and get tired. Because you normally blink, right? But there's a certain type of eyelid activity, movement, how much your eyelids get closed, and it's something that's based on research. And our fatigue and distracted driving monitor can determine when somebody is actually falling asleep. And it also uses facial recognition to determine whether or not somebody is looking at the road or if they're looking down at their phone. And then it'll give them a voice alert.
And what is this going to retail for?
$179. And one of the things that's really unique about ours is there have been some attempts at this technology. I mean, not only does the Car and Driver Copilot work really well in terms of detecting when somebody's actually fatigued or distracted. However, we built ours in such a way that the monitor will only alarm you when the car is in motion. So if you pull over to the side of the road and you want to make a phone call, you want to answer a text message, maybe you just want to hang out, you're stopping to pick somebody off, you know, if you're not looking ahead and it didn't have this, then it would annoy you. And we avoided that altogether by building in a GPS. So when your car's in motion, it's on. When it's not, it leaves you alone.
Okay, and Car and Driver is backing this or sponsoring it or?
Yeah, so we are a licensee of Car and Driver. We manufacture products under the Car and Driver brand.
And it's called Car and Driver
Copilot.
Copilot. Okay, are there two models?
Well, this is a fatigue and distracted driving monitor, and this is our new dash cam called the Road Patrol Duo Touch.
And that has both these things built into it?
This has forward collision and lane departure warning. It also has two different cameras. The second camera is modular, so you can plug it into the dash cam itself. You can have it facing inside the car, or you can use a 2.5 millimeter aux cable and mount it to your back window. You can mount it to a headrest if you want to watch a child who happens to be sitting in the second row or wherever it is.
And what does that sell for?
Same thing, 179.
Are they both out now?
No, the fatigue and distracted driving monitor, the Copilot, will be available at retail at the end of July. And our Road Patrol Duo Touch, it will be out in September.
Okay. It's great. Safety on the road.
Perfect. Nice.
Okay, so the last time I did a safety gadget, it was something for distracted driving, drowsy driving, was something you put in your ear, and if your head started to fall forward, there's a little bit of like mercury or something in there that it would buzz. So do new cars have something like this already, or is this good?
No, this is good.
Okay.
I don't know of any new car that has this built in. And so this makes a lot of sense. I didn't even think of the scenario where you'd be just stopping the car and then, looking at your phone or maybe taking a nap, and then it might go, "Hey, wake up!" And you're like, "I'm stopped." So I like that they've already pre-thought of that for me.
And there's an optional seatbelt shaker that you can buy that connects to this. So not only, also the press release is a little different. He said a voice, the press release said, and a loud alarm wakes you. And you can also have the seatbelt vibrate as an option with this device.
Interesting. That is very interesting. So Scooter X just sent a long message in the chat.
I'm seeing that the Mercedes-Benz.
In the 2015, there was a Mercedes-Benz. Looks like it had, or maybe 2009. So it looks like there have been some cars with it, but definitely it's not in the mainstream. So this is nice that you can retrofit any car, specifically your teen's car, who you don't want to, who you want to keep an eye on. I could also, now it does worry me if you feel like you need this all the time. Like, who is that person that is constantly driving almost asleep? That worries me. But I could also see this being used heavily for people who just drive like a lot, either taxis or semis. All those sites of people I could.
Although if you fall asleep at the wheel, being a truck driver is not the occupation you really want to pick.
That's what I'm talking about. Like,
I'm glad they're having this, Dick, because I'm a long distance truck driver and I'm sleeping a lot of the time.
I almost fall asleep all the time. This is a constant problem. So yeah, I would worry. I mean, I guess if that is you and that is your job, you really need this. You absolutely need this product. It's at caranddriver-cams.com, but it's not there. Neither one of these is there yet. Right.
And I'm sure when it's out, it'll be available elsewhere too.
I did like the modular camera that they were showing off. Many people like to have a second camera in the back window that points out the back. And then you also have Uber drivers or people who have kids that want to keep the camera pointed inside the cab as well. So I like that's a nice feature. There are other cameras that have those sorts of capabilities as well. So really the plug and play nature of it is really kind of where that one shines. That's real nice that it can be able to do that. But yeah, so both solid products. Very good.
Okay, very good. So it's Road Patrol Dash Cam is the one with the movable camera that's coming out. Oh, it's called the Duo. I'm sorry. They already have the Road Patrol Dash Cam out, but now the Duo will be the new one that has the second camera
Modular cameras,
and
yeah.
you're right, and can detect bad lane changes. Okay. Now, Hyper. Do you know that company, Hyper?
Hyper.
Hyper. You know, we'll run a little video, a little 40-second video, and you'll see what they make and what they're introducing, and then we'll go to their online campaign.
Perfect. Okay, here we go.
We're at Hyper. So Hyper has a group of accessories that you can add ports to various devices. They're Hyper drives, but we're going to talk about something that's brand new from Hyper. And Lisa's going to tell us about this little device. Does it have a name?
Yes, it's called a Hypercube.
Hypercube. And the Hypercube will do what?
Basically, what this device does is that it's going to back up all the pictures and videos and also contacts on your phone directly to your USB-C device, which is like your laptop or a micro SD card.
Okay, so I believe the gentleman said this was their 20th Kickstarter campaign. Okay, they are the king.
You got something that works? Why not? Just pre-order the product.
Of Kickstarter campaigns. So let's take a look at the Kickstarter campaign. They have a little minute. Well, already they've passed their $110,000 goal. It's been running. They said don't talk about this until Monday, Tuesday. It's been running for 48 hours, and they already reached their goal.
Yeah, they know how to.
But their little minute and a half video explains it totally. So this is that.
Do you know? Oh man, you look so cute today.
Of course, we have to attach a story.
What?
Yes.
Tired of your phone
story
running
of the
out
moment.
space and having to search for photos to erase? Don't want to pay the monthly fee just to keep your photos in the cloud? Introducing Hypercube, the easy photo backup and media access solution for your smartphone. Hypercube is a tiny device that connects between the charger and your phone. Once connected, it automatically backs up all the photos and videos from your smartphone onto a micro SD memory card or USB drive, all while charging your phone at the same time. You can disconnect anytime and backup will automatically resume when you reconnect. Hypercube works with any iPhone and Android smartphone. It also works with tablets like the iPad Pro. Get instant access to photos, movies, music, and work files from any USB drive or micro SD via the Hypercube. Hypercube works as a USB flash drive so that you can easily transfer data with your computer. You can get Hypercube for only $29, which is less than the price of 3 months cloud storage. There is no subscription. You own the device and the photos. So
Which
stop
cloud
paying
storage?
others every month to keep your photos. Get Hypercube and start owning your photos today.
Okay.
Okay, so 26 days to go for the $29 deal. Now, there's been other things like this.
Yeah. In fact, I think I remember when we did the
meme. Do you remember the meme?
the meme.
The meme, MEEM.
Oh, I do remember that one. Yes.
Yeah, meme was a charging cable.
Yep.
Actually, this is a little more convenient. The meme had the memory built into the cable.
Right.
And
you'd
so
buy a different
anytime
cable based off of-
exactly.
yeah.
So every time you charge your phone, the meme would take everything off it, and then you could plug the meme in and get stuff back off it. This way, you just pop out the little micro SD card. But $29 seems,
Yeah.
I guess, reasonable.
The price is definitely reasonable. It was mentioned in the chat, and I agree with them, is that Google Cloud Storage for photos is free.
It's free.
Yeah, if you use their if you allow them to encode, like re-encode the photos with whatever thing that they use, then it's free. If you do it full resolution, then I think it costs money. And then I kind of laughed when she said, that's 3 months of cloud storage. Because I believe that Google does Google Cloud Storage starting at $2 a month. And I think you get like a ton of space, if I remember correctly. So I was kind of laughing at that.
I like the part where it said, and you own your photos. And I thought, oh, wow.
I didn't know Google owned my photos now.
Thank you.
Oh, that's interesting. So yeah, there's a little bit of funkiness there. But all in all, it does make sense. That's nice. You plug it in. As it charges, it backs up your contacts and stuff like that, and phone and whatnot. I think during the clearance month, I even did a product from SanDisk that did something similar to this. But I like the price, $29, super inexpensive. One thing to note, and it's a little bit weird in the video, is that it looks like she's plugging it into a wall, but she's not. She's plugging it into...
that's right. Yes, that's a charger.
Yeah, that's there's a USB plugs on the bottom of that port thing there. So she's actually, it's just a USB on one side, and so you would have to plug that into the USB power brick that you already use. And see, this makes it, because you see that standard plug at the top, it makes you forget that was a USBs at the bottom of that in the beginning. But still, all that said, good price. I like that I assume that you can shove 228 gigabytes of whatever, you could do half a terabyte of SD card, if you really wanted to. As long as doesn't have some weird limit on how big the flash,
Well, you know what? Actually, wasn't there a second USB in case you wanted to, I think, connect a drive to it?
Yeah, that's nice as well, because some people don't. I have a whole bunch of SD cards because of my cameras and stuff, but I could definitely see people who only have USB thumb drives, so that's nice. It's a little clunkier, but I feel like this is really geared at the mainstream. This is not...
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
This is not geared at the professional user. This is geared at the mom that's like, I don't want to sign up for another monthly data plan thing. I'd rather just, have it here. So yeah, I like it.
It's a Christmas gift for grandmas who just got married.
Exactly.
Yeah. Keep it in mind. Just keep that. Okay, the third gadget is from Plott, Plott, and it sounds wonderful. I'm not even sure still how to use it. Okay, so we'll use their video, and you, who has a brain way more techie than I, tell me if you marvel at this gadget. Okay. So it is the Plott, and it's called the Cubit. So this is the Cubit.
Okay, here we go. The bridge between digital design and real world
construction or renovation project. Cubit calculates the dimensions of the real world with its dual laser to measure long distances, or its built-in smart wheel to calculate short distances and irregular objects. Cubit then brings those measurements into the corresponding app, along with photos you have taken of the spaces and objects you are looking to use to create your vision. This allows you to virtually design your project with real-world scale and context. It gives you the freedom to experiment and try many variations before building. You are also able to share your design with other users, as well as download other designs from a network of content creators. Cubit will guide you to your digitally created measurements in the real world with directional arrows. With a bullseye, Cubit indicates where your points exist, bringing your digitally created vision to life in the real world. Cubit allows you to go from the real world to digital and back to the real world, without you needing to do any math, and removing the risk of error, excess construction, or wasted time.
Okay.
Cubit brings the future to now. Let's plot.
That is a lot. That is saying that it can do a lot. So basically, it's a laser distance machine, so it can do that.
Oh, you know,
Then-
while you're talking, play the other video. It's
Okay.
only available on Newegg.
Okay.
And Newegg has their own video from Plot. And you can play that in background because it's kind of funny. It's you just go on down, and it'll be down a little further, I think, on the page.
Maybe on in here.
Yeah.
Here it is. Okay.
There it is. There it is.
Wow.
Oh, and lower the volume.
It's
way
very
down.
loud. Holy moly. Okay.
Oh, and I love this chat. 80% of users will not do another DIY project within 6 months of completing their first one. I think because it was such a. I know because I don't know.
You couldn't
which
get out the
video it is.
measuring tape. That was really the big.
We see this lady putting those pictures up, and they're like all spaced all wrong, and then they're all spaced up and down. And had she had the cubit, not the cubit, had she had, it is
The cubit, yeah.
The other thing
she
is,
just
are they
messed
both
it
the
up.
cubic? Now that I'm thinking about it,
No, it's cubit by Plot. Yeah.
That's right. One type of cube, and this is cubit. Hey, see, look at the mess she made because she didn't have this device.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead. Now your turn.
So it's a measuring tape, a digital measuring tape, and it is a laser measuring device. On top of that, it integrates with an app using, I assume, some type of augmented reality something.
Yes.
And it allows you to take your photos and use them as your canvas for whatever you want to do. I am nervous. There's just so many little details in looking just at this ad that make me worry. Like the fact that she wasn't actually using the app in this, that it's a pre-rendered video of the app working without her using it.
I see. Yes, I see what
Like
you're saying.
that freaks me out. The fact that I mean, it would seem like it just seems like a user interface nightmare to go from the real world measurements and say, okay, this wall is 60 inches long, okay, or 60 meters or whatever, and then take a photo of it and then expect the app to be able, like, what if I only took a photo of half the wall and then I say that, you know, where did the measurement end and start? And then you gotta trust that what you drew in the app, that I'm still not convinced is gonna like bring in all the data perfectly, is gonna look right, and then that's gonna retranslate back to the wall. Because if any of that is wrong, off by like half an inch, then you will have those weird skewed things. Like, I just cannot imagine how the data from real world to phone to whatever you took a crummy photo of to the canvas back to real world would work. That worries me. So I would the only way that I would say, yes, it's brilliant, is if I played with it for like a day or two and could say, yes, it actually works. It's a simple concept that is so absurdly complicated that I just wouldn't trust it at all.
Okay. No, I kept thinking, how could this possibly happen unless you really knew what you were doing? It's like a thing that Lenovo had it, and they were working with Home Depot, and it was an app or part of the phone, I don't know if you remember this, that you would go online and see a couch you liked. And then there would be a barcode or something that your phone would pick up. And then you would take a picture of your living room. And then you could drag that couch around your living room.
Yeah.
To see how it would look before you bought it, how it would look in your house before it. And then I never heard about it again.
Right.
After the press
and there is definitely, I mean, I'll be honest, there is incredible advancements with augmented reality. I've seen it on my phone. I have seen demos similar to that. that work, and they do work well, but so many things have to integrate together, and I only really feel solid in recommending it when I see it with my own eyes. And
Yes.
and this advertisement is I need a single no-cut shot of somebody doing everything that it says and see it all real time for me to really trust something like that. On top of that, not cheap at all.
No, it's $110.
$110.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like saying for $110, hire a handyman, and he's going to do it just fine.
Well, then it's not so much that I didn't understand it because there's a lot of stuff missing. I was thinking, how is that happening? That in 3 seconds, she suddenly has the pictures and they're floating around the living room wall, and then she goes now, and then the thing says, okay, put the nails here. So there is a lot missing.
Yeah, and also sad to say, it's a problem that's not that hard to fix. Like yourself without this product, like measure from the bottom of the floor, and then as long as it's like 3 feet, for every single one, and then they'll all be the same. Like how did you get to the point in that first before where she had all these like weird photos on the wall?
Yeah,
like
I know.
So yeah.
No, I think I heard at the show, someone walking away, I think I heard them say, why don't you just use a ruler?
Yeah. It's kind of a solution looking for a problem. They have this device that has 2 laser measuring things on either end. That's kind of cool. It can measure irregular objects, and it has an LCD screen on it that will tell you to move, stop. There's a bullseye, stop moving now to get the exact measurement. Really cool. That's really neat. But the app integration worries me. The price worries me, and all that. So if it was just a double laser thing with a digital tape measure, I might be into it, and it only costs like $50. Okay, I might be into that. The other issue with a digital measuring tape like it was using is you have to have that thing contacted to whatever you're measuring. It's basically a wheel, and it says you've dragged it for so many inches or whatever. Right. And that is a lot easier said than done. I've tried those sorts of things, and you're like, it works until you realize that there's a thing in your way, and you're trying to barely hold it still so it doesn't mess up and move around that thing. Like, I've had issues with those. So yeah. Anyway,
okay.
I want to see it in person, and or that video of a guy using it perfectly every single time.
Okay, let me. Josh, do not ask Plot Qubit to sponsor Giz Wiz.
One sponsor down the drain. Thanks, Chad.
Jeez. But that's okay. Here's your chance. Here's our chance to make fun of you in your crappy corner.
You don't need it, but you might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner.
Okay.
Get it.
So we're in hilarious, funny, silly gadgets, and we've moved into apparel. Apparel, that's right.
Ooh.
This one is one for Dennis. It is a piano tie.
Does it play?
Yes, a plain piano tie. So I recorded a video earlier, so let's check.
Oh my gosh!
Check that out.
Hey Diggity, so we're going to be checking out the piano tie. I got it at $5 Below, so it only cost me $5. So let's see if that $5 was worth it. Now, right off the bat, we know this is a true crappy corner, living up to its name. It's held together by tape that I guess they added at the store after someone else got into it. And this is the best looking one that was there. There
Oh my
were
gosh.
3 or 4 boxes of these ties, and all of them look like somebody had gotten inside of them and used them for a little bit. So this is the best version of this tie, even though it did look like it was sealed by the employees. So here it is in the packaging. This does say, it's funny, it says here actual size on the bottom of the packaging, and hey, I gotta say, they got that just about right.
Ooh, and
Let's
it's
see if we
touch
can get
sensitive.
Yes.
Bad boy open. Perfect. It just slides right out. It doesn't look like there's a lot of bend to this tie, and it has this this necklace thing. Uh-oh. It looks like the batteries
The battery thing
that had been pulled out. and
keeps
it
them
switched
apart.
on inside
Oh
of the
no.
packaging. Ooh, I may have to make a run to a store to get some extra batteries, because when I flip it back to on... Oh! Did you hear that? Oh, holy moly.
Yes!
That sounds pretty disastrous. Oh, it didn't even do it that time. Oh my gosh. Please, 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 little tie, I feel it. I feel you can do it. No, uh-oh. It makes this weird chirping sound. I think I need to get some new batteries. These are really weird batteries. R44s, LR44s, which I'm not sure if I will have. I think I need to go to a store and buy a few. And we are back. I have the
God, you're fast.
batteries. Not cheap. In fact, these batteries cost more than this stupid tie. Batteries cost $10, and the whole tie cost $5. So I'm gonna replace these bad boys and see what it's like. Okay, batteries installed. Let's check it out. It still doesn't sound 100% there, but okay. There is no adjustable size, so I hope that your neck is this big and that I can tell. Oh, classy. Classy. Okay. Obviously, you'd want to have it higher if you were actually going to, like, say, wear this to a party or something. I guess that doesn't really work. And then, let's actually, this has 8 tones, so it's 8 notes. Let's actually take it off and see if I can play anything with it. Okay, so I have the piano here, and let's just see.
I'm kind of testing to see where the notes
so
play
this is that first key.
on the keys.
It's more right on that edge. Okay, so all in all, I would say that the keys are pretty much in line with where they show up on the tie itself. Well, that's actually pretty good. So let's try like Mary Had a Little Lamb. Here we go. Amazing. So it actually does kind of work. None of the sharp or flat keys work. And obviously, it doesn't always, it's not very sensitive. So you gotta, if you're really gonna try to hit your tempo correctly, you almost have to like smash the tie. All in all, the volume, I would say, is okay in a quiet room. But I could very much imagine if you brought this to a party that this would not be loud enough. So far, this is really falling heavily in the crappy side of the crappy corner. $5, broken box, batteries that I had to replace myself. Not necessarily the fault of Five Below, but it would have been nice if I didn't have to replace those for $10. And then the device itself is a little bit underwhelming. So that's really it. The electronic piano tie here. It works fairly well on the table, and I would say, mediocrely well. I couldn't imagine trying to play something. Ooh. We should really. Dennis should be the one to review this, since he's the piano expert. But there we go, and that is the piano tie, electronic piano tie from Five Below. So no, I didn't kind of point out it does actually bend quite a lot, and I would say that the sensitivity, while I kind of wish while I was trying to play it was more sensitive. It doesn't. At least it doesn't make noise randomly all over the place.
Oh, okay.
So it's turned on right now. And
Chad, can that bead thing slide and make the tie adjustable?
No.
That thing, no.
No. You'd have to tie it, like actually.
Oh, you pull it back and then make a knot in it.
I guess, yeah. But it has a quick release clip on the end, so you would think that it would have some way to adjust it, but no, it doesn't. So yeah, and it has some sort of like weird. The final note is like it has some weird ghosting where if you were to hit every button, you would think that it would play every key, but it looks like it kind of maxes out at 3. Where, well, I guess if you do it. It's not hitting every note. It's you know what I mean? So that's a little
well. Then
annoying.
it's definitely not for professional musicians. I think is what you're saying.
And who would have thought that a $5 tie would not have worked for professionals? And it is true; those batteries did cost me $10. I just ran to Kroger, so I think I got a little bit. Upsold, and they didn't have a whole bunch of,
yeah.
But
if this makes you feel any better, it's $20 on Amazon.
It is. So that was the next thing, is that on Amazon, super expensive for some crazy reason. Here it is on Amazon.
Oh, it's $1 cheaper.
There you go. Yeah. Free shipping, not Prime. So there you go. Reviews aren't too bad. It is on Five Below's website, but it's out of stock. So not sure if it would ever be in stock again. You may look at your local one and see if they still have it around. If you absolutely need the electronic piano tie. And then I did see some other Amazon. Look, I thought that I saw some knockoffs. Here's a $10 one.
Oh, yeah. That looks like the same one, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And then I'm sure that we could find it on Alibaba for super cheap somewhere. So anyway, it is around, and hopefully you can find one. It would be nice if there was a different manufacturer, because this one still kind of leaves a little bit to be desired. But there you go. That is my funny gadget for this month. Thank you to the patrons for voting on that. The electronic piano tie from Five Below. With that, let's move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Our email is from Angela Newhook. Hi, Dick and Chad. I have a gadget that brings something old into the next century, and this is it.
Hey, Dick and Chad. Got another old gadget for you that I bought a while back. 6 years ago, or 7 years ago. It's called the Vibe. It's for putting records onto your computer. Not much cost for it nowadays, I suppose, but you got some old records laying around you want to listen to. It's a great little unit for doing it. Bought it at Excess Cargo here in town. Not around anymore, unfortunately. They were great for finding unique stuff, I like to call it. But you just pop it up like this, set the record on here, let her spin away, all manual. Put this on the needle, handle on the record, let it spin away. Once the record's all finished up, got Audacity in the computer, chop off the tracks, and you're good to go. The hookup's are pretty straightforward, not much to it. There's your red, your white, your cable for that you plug straight into your computer, your golden.
USB.
See,
Yeah, USB.
Awesome.
Okay,
Interesting.
Angela, thank you. That's Angela's third video, and she's one of those people. It wasn't Angela. Someone else said, "Gosh, once you make a video for these guys, it's easy to make others."
You realize how easy it is. So if you haven't done it yet, get out your phone.
Do it. So Angela, if you live in the U.S., I know Angela does. She will get the latest Mad Magazine, the August issue, and if she wants it, a third picture of Alfred E. Newman. If you live anywhere in the United States, if you live anywhere in the world, make us a video, okay? 1, 2, or 3 minutes. You don't have to actually measure out the time. Just keep it shorter than 3 minutes. About a gadget, okay? And as long as we can see the gadget, hear your voice, and you shoot it in horizontal plane, we pretty much show 99.99% of everything we get. The Mad and the picture are sent to you if you live in the States. If you live elsewhere in the world, I will physically autograph an Alfred E. Newman picture and scan it and send you a high-res image to print out. So do it, okay? We need some more videos. That's it.
Awesome.
It's mail at gizwiz.tv. Mail at gizwiz.tv.
Do it. With that, let's move on to the letter.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters now.
Our letter is from another frequent contributor and fan, Mo, who said, "Guys, this is so cool. We'll just need to learn how to program the Giz Wiz logo." So, emoji pick.
Emoji pick. Okay. This is an Indiegogo project.
Yes.
Display LA.
Display LA. Ooh. So, for the audio listeners, we're getting music. It's a little LED screen that goes in the back of your car.
The world's first smart emoji device.
Whoa. Party! Woo!
Set the emoji free. Emojis aren't just for social networks or messengers anymore. Now you can use emojis anywhere in real life, especially when you drive in your car. So, what are you thinking about? Do you want to share your emotions? Are you happy
I can see this being immediately used for the angry face, the middle finger emoji.
Yes, exactly. Get back, you.
Yes. Turn your headlights off. They're super bright. Or turn your headlights on. I didn't see you.
You know, Chad, it's so funny. I'm looking at the screen here with my mouse, and I'm trying to scroll down to find out how much it is, and I'm going, what's going on with my computer? I suddenly realized it's on your computer. Yeah. Oh, that's not bad. Is it just $69?
Let's see. Early bird? Yeah, it looks like $69. Early bird. You got to be doubly early.
Yeah, well, you got to be one of two people because there's only 2 left.
Yeah. So that's the 30% off price. 16% off price is $84. So I'm trying to figure out how much they cost. Do they cost? Doing my math here. 70 divided.
Oh, it says $99 normally.
There it is. Okay, yeah, we can just see that. Okay, so it's $100 normally, $70 if you're the next 2 people to buy, or $84 if you're the next.
You know, go up for a minute. You can program your own stuff, or is it just more than 1,500 gifts?
Smileys
are in here.
Want to share your story?
Oh, share your own drawing. Create your own drawings.
Real time, yeah.
Okay.
It looks like it's staying away from words and letters, though. Like, that's what I thought the originally I was like, okay, they're going to have it scroll, like, back off, or something.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, yes.
But it looks like it's all images. so far that they're promoting. This looks very like hackable almost.
Oh, you could drive next to it and make it say dirty things.
Well, no, I mean hackable by the owner. By
I
want
the
it to display
okay.
such and such, then I'll just make it.
Oh, okay. Okay. I always thought hackable was somebody doing it that you didn't want, but I guess if you're doing something to a device you own, you're hacking it, but in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. I like it. I think it's kind of adorable. Like I like this Lyft logo. That's really cool. I could see that being used really well. I like it. I think that's pretty neat.
Especially at $69, and then what's the next jump?
Then if you're getting in on the Indiegogo, it's 16% off, so that's $84. And then if you don't,
Let's start to get up there.
Yeah, $100 is quite a lot. I like the $70 a lot, lot more.
Yeah, but then I'd have to buy a car. So
I'm sure that this would work with a boat. I'm sure.
Oh my goodness, bouncing over the waves. First of all, you don't want another boat close enough to be able to see what the sign says.
No, they don't. No. Your window might work well. Have a little Giz Wiz logo.
In the side window. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that might be fun. But yeah, I could definitely see this is more of a car thing. But you could, hey, Dickie D, you could buy 10 of them. There you go. Yeah. And that's 45% off. Really, we should just be buying these wholesale and then reselling
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll make a lot of money doing that.
Yeah, that's how we do it. And that's only $54 a display.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Worth it. Very cool. Love it. I love that little gadget.
Oh, wait a minute. Go to the link. Someone found it on AliExpress.
Oh, no. Oh, no. But does it have the app? Just like with Wisecam. There are Wisecams on Alibaba, but that app and that service of 14-day rolling stuff. Oh, this is similar.
No, it's similar. No, it's different. This one just does.
Yeah.
I think this
it does say Android, so it does have some Android.
Oh, okay.
Compatibility here. I just played a video.
Oh, it's tiny.
Of someone else playing a video. It is itty bitty. That is itty bitty. No, I think
it's more like a belt buckle.
Yeah. No, what we got, that's better. This is a video. It takes more work to screen record another video than it does just to upload the original video. What is going on? Look at the first 4 seconds of this video is someone moving over to the click start. That seals it. I would never buy that product. That does it. That's right. I'm just right out. So anyway, that's good job, Mo. Good find.
Yeah, Mo, thank you. Thank you for that suggestion.
Love it, love it. We want to also say, hey, thank you to our patrons over at patreon.com.
We love them.
Giz Wiz. Thank you so much for supporting the show every single episode. You guys are awesome. How it works is you guys pledge. If you want to become a patron, you pledge an amount that you give per episode. And seriously, we're talking small numbers here. And then every time we upload an episode, that pledge amount gets sent to us. Thank you so much for your generosity to everybody who has supported in the past, who's currently supporting, or who's about ready to go sign up, because I know a few of you are. Thank you so much. And just big thank you to our patrons who have supported us for years now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are incredible. Love you guys. Thank you. If Patreon is not how you want to support, you want to just maybe do a one-time donation, we do have a PayPal link on our website. GizWiz.tv is where you can go to do that. Click on the Patreon tab, and there'll be a link there for you. Speaking of GizWiz.tv, that's where you can catch the show live. We're live just about every Thursday, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time. And if we ever have a schedule change, it'll be at the top of the website. Next week should be back on Thursday. The week after will be on a Wednesday for those of you who are watching live. Thanks to those of you who watch live, being in the chat room. You guys are incredible. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you don't catch it live, don't worry. You can catch it on demand either on our website, YouTube channel, iTunes, And we also have RSS feeds for you guys to use whatever podcatcher of your choice. Also, head
And
on
it
over
plays in the window of Disneyland if you're walking by.
if you happen to be in New York.
Mo just gave me an idea. I'm going to have a monitor in the
There you
window.
go. There you go.
Playing
live pre-recorded video from Disneyland. Also, head on over. We have one more place for you to head on over. That's gizwiz.biz. That's Dickie D's website where he writes fantastic articles about all of the gadgets that we talk about on this show. And while you're there, play What the Heck Is It? The game show online about guessing gadgets. And this is the gadget that you're trying to guess. This is obvious to me. This is a a weird pair of glasses for people who don't have noses. If you think you know what this gadget is, get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. And this is what you're playing for, the Mad Magazine I have right here in my hand. Right there.
Ta-da!
Dickie D will sign one. There's six Mad Magazines for correct answers and 12 Mad Magazines for funny, clever, hilarious, and interesting answers. So get creative over at gizwiz.biz. That about wraps it up for our show. We'll see you next week.
I'll be here. All right, chat room. We just need a
title.
Let's see. Tie one on. Tie.
See a spicy chicken?
Tie-dyed.
Tie-dyed.
D-I-E-D.
Yeah, I like that one. Tie-dyed. Yeah, let's do tie-dyed.
Okay.
Copy that. Move it over. 3, 2. It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick D. Bartolo. This is episode 1732, recorded Wednesday. It's not normally on a Wednesday. It tripped me. Recorded Wednesday, June 19th, 2019. Tie-dyed.
All right, and your photo. I have nothing to hold up, so you...
I thought about wearing this after it, but then I remembered the mic.
I'll just move this out of the way here.
In 3, 2, 1. Okay, cool.
Excellent. So chat room Thursday next week. I'm on with Leo Saturday. No Giz Fizz this week because with Alex gone and Jamma be taking off, there's no one to do our show. So next Thursday, and then the following week, it's 4th of July on Thursday. So we're doing it on July 3rd, Wednesday. Chad, thank you.
Of course.
It was good. Okay. Bye.
See you later, Dickie D. See you, chat room.
Thank you, Beatmaster.
Thanks, Beatmaster. Thanks, chat. See y'all later. Bye.